Welcome to Eureka Street Crypto. This is my anti-professional crypto channel. I'm just a barely sane dude who fell down the cryptocurrency rabbit hole. This channel is my fumbling attempt to communicate myself outside my own head about my journey in the crypto space. It is basically my brain dump. None of this is actual financial advice.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting live at 5:41 in the morning from Leander, Texas, and it is December 9th, 2021, and this is episode number 350. And yep, keeping it going, man. Getting close to 365 episodes, which is 1 year's worth of episodes. But I've been doing this for over a year. October 24th, 2020 is when I started. And I guess up until February 6th, 2021, I was figuring out how often and when and, how I was going to do this. And by February 6th, 2021, I figured it out. And now I'm broadcasting every single morning, early in the morning, getting it done, getting my crypto out of me before I go to work, before I talk to friends and family, and before I start bugging everybody else about it. So this is my brain dump and me kind of getting it out. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not shilling anything. I'm just talking about new stuff that I've learned. And that's pretty much it. This is not financial advice and not educational in any way, shape, or form. This is just entertainment, man. That's it. You're watching me stumble through this space. So that being said, all apologies aside, let's go take a look at CoinGecko and see what's going on. Let me just refresh this page right here. It looks like Bitcoin's at 49,178.13. It's kind of taking a seat down here. It's interesting. I heard all these people prognosticating that Bitcoin would be at 75,000 by the end of November, and here we are 9 days into December, and it's just below 50,000. Hey, whatever. It is what it is. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff going on in the market that I don't understand and I can't even begin to commentate on. And it's not really what I'm trying to do anyway. I'm just watching these stats go along like I would opening up a Sunday paper, looking at the back of the baseball stats or the football stats and seeing which team's doing pretty good, and that's about it, really, honestly. So I'm definitely not a stats guy. Or a TA guy. Ethereum's at 4,298.08. I haven't really seen it get below 4,000. I think just for a blip it did a few days ago. Got to like 3,900. But it's been sitting pretty steady. It's actually been performing better than Ethereum, which is interesting. Let me see here real quick. Where's that market dominance? Bitcoin is at 37.9 and Ethereum is up to 20.8. So it's interesting to see this market dominance because Bitcoin has traditionally been killing it in this area and not so much lately. Binance Coin 590.46, Tether's a stable coin. Solana 187.63, Cardano $1.35, XRP 89 cents, USDC another stable coin, Polkadot 28.52, Terra 71.12, the Doge 17 cents, Avalanche 89.70, Sheebs some number well below zero, and Polygon $2.29. So really the only ones that have been just like killing it in the past 7 days, past week, have been Polygon and Terra. Terra is a really good project. I at first thought it was going to be just geographically focused because it's out of Korea, and sometimes you get some projects that are really popular in one country and then they don't really, jump in and start to spread and take root throughout a lot of worldwide. But Terra has done that, and because it has some pretty amazing features on it. With its alchemy, I believe, and it's just there's some things. And so Anchor Protocol, I believe, is what it is on there, and there's some really high interest rates, but it's got its own stable coin system as well. So go check it out. It's definitely worth checking out. I've done some videos on it in the past and talked about it, but honestly, right now this morning I can't really remember. So Polygon, a lot of people are going to layer 2 because of all the gas fees and that obvious situation going on right now. I think a lot of that will be resolved once Ethereum finishes its merging process to going from proof of work to proof of stake. So we'll see about that. Anything else going on up here? OKB, I don't know anything about that. That's just an exchange token. Near Protocol. I don't know about Near Protocol. I need to check that out actually, because it's one of those tokens that's kind of just been hanging around that I see, and I'm just like, well, yeah, I'll check that out. And then, I don't really check it out. So, yeah. So I'll go check out Near Protocol. Maybe I'll do that this afternoon and talk about it tomorrow morning. And then down here, I had one more that I kind of wanted to check out next to Near that I saw. Where'd you go? Let's see here. Near, then there's the Sandbox and Decentraland. The two metaverse tokens running neck and neck, and they've both taken a pretty healthy dip over the past 7 days. But they're both up in the past 24 hours. It's a Sandbox by almost 10% and Decentraland by 5%. So pretty cool. I'm in the liquidity pool in Sushi with the Mana token for Decentraland and Sandbox, which leads me to a little aside over here. Let's go over here to OpenSea and take a look at some Sandbox land. Where'd you go? Where did you go? Okay. So I'm heavily involved in the MGH DAO. I hold some MGH tokens, and it's a DAO that focuses on land valuation and investing in metaverse virtual assets, such as land, the actual land in the Sandbox game. And it allows everybody to pool together in order to invest in that land and, of course, be able to develop that land out and stuff like that. And all those decisions are made by the DAO. And they've bought already a few parcels of land on the Sandbox. And if we go over here to, let's go to the Sandbox Shop NFT Marketplace. This parcel of land is 2 Ethereum, 2.89. That's pretty much the bottom. Well, that one is 2450 land. And if land token is valued at, where is CoinGecko again? Did I just lose CoinGecko? Okay, so here we go. So let's see, land is valued at 557. So let's see, $5.57. So 5.57 times, and then where is this? Let's go back to this tab. Times 2,450 land. So that makes that 13,646.50. So it looks like one of the cheapest parcels of land is 2.2 Ethereum. So if Ethereum, just say for shites and giggles, is at 4,200 times 2.89. 4,200 times 2.89. That makes one of the cheapest lands on there $12,138. That's pretty insane when you think about it being virtual land. So let's go over here to OpenSea. Let's go look at some of this land. It's pretty interesting. So I have this open, and you have these land auctions. Pororo, the little penguin, Kwan. I think those are probably big in Asia. I don't know. Usagyon, okay, business fish. So all these lands. Okay, so this is denominated in Sandbox, 38,000 in sand, yeah, $36,866.55 for that. That's insane. Here's Walking Dead owns some land. 15 Ethereum for this land parcel. And down here, let's see, there's more Walking Dead parcels. Getting for the low price of 3 Ethereum, you get some land next to the Walking Dead compound. And then you scroll on down. I believe I saw some Snoop Dogg land. Let's see. Yeah, here it is, the Snoop Dogg land. You can get land parcels next to 6x6 estate is what these are, next to the Snoop Dogg compound for the low price of 35 Ethereum. Now, if 35 Ethereum is, if Ethereum is at 4,200 times 35, that's $147,000 for a 6x6 parcel of land in the Sandbox game. So, just goes to show you that not the average person can just go ahead and feel free to throw down on some land in the virtual metaverse. It's becoming a baller's game now. You can buy, a speedboat here for the low price of 2.6 Ethereum, which looks like the bottom. You can buy little trees and trophies and moon cats, and here's a moon cat for 0.19 Ethereum. Okay. But I mean, there's in Sandbox is still in its infancy as a game. I mean, they're still right now running the alpha. I've downloaded the alpha to my computer to pop around and play around in it. I haven't done so yet, so that is on the top of my list. But it's not too often I get to just sit down at my computer and play a virtual game. So let's see here, Sandbox Game. So let's go over here to this website and take a look. And yeah, so yeah, there's been a lot of big players jumping into the Sandbox game. I mean, there's some other games out there in the metaverse that I like as well. I do like Decentraland, and Decentraland has that whole like pixely, I guess, Fortnite look or whatever. So does Sandbox. Not that I really know what Fortnite looks like that much. I've just seen my kids mess with it. And then there's crypto voxels out there, which I like a lot too. And that's kind of a more, I don't know, it seems a little more underground and independent and kind of artist run rather than this. And then there's Somnium Space, and that's also, it's got really good graphics. Somnium Space does, and that one is the Cube token. And that one also seems a little more underground and I guess developers / gamer run and things like that rather than this. But I mean, this looks pretty cool too. So welcome to the open metaverse, the Sandbox Alpha from November 29th to December 20th. December 20th. Yeah. So I downloaded the I guess the platform to my computer, or you can play it through your browser, I think, once it goes live. So yeah, play the alpha or buy land. And so play the alpha and earn 1,000 sand plus 3 NFTs. And when you saw the valuation of those NFTs, you might want to do that. So I'm definitely going to be making time to check out this alpha and get my name in the hat for that. How does it work? What can you do? What can you earn? We tell you everything. Discover the metaverse. Everyone is welcome to join the alpha. Visit amazing and unique virtual worlds and solo and multiplayer experiences. Open to everyone. Limited content. You can see the alpha hub and 3 unique experiences to explore and interact with the Sandbox community. With Alpha Pass, full content, get full access to 18 exclusive experience of the alpha and earn up to 1,500 sand. And at $5.57, that's pretty good. Earn up to 1,000 sand and 3 NFT rewards. So how to join, get an alpha pass, and access all the content. Only 5,000 alpha passes will be created and offered to the community. So it's how to get it. Landowners can register for the raffle and get a chance to win alpha pass. But as you saw, land is not cheap. By participating in daily contests in the alpha hub, everyone has a chance of winning. And then OpenSea, anyone can buy an alpha pass on OpenSea if someone is willing to sell it. If you don't own an alpha pass, you can still join the hub and play around. So yeah, so I guess right now the alpha pass is pretty valuable. So here's some of the partners: Snoop Dogg, Walking Dead, Adidas, South China Morning Post, Avenged Sevenfold. Wow, all right. I don't know who Richie Houghton is. The Smurfs, Hell's Kitchen, Roller Coaster Tycoon World. It's kind of the Sims of roller coasters. Looks like Deadmau5 logo. I don't know how I recognize that, but I do. Atari, and then Care Bears. So there's some interesting names all involved in this project. And yeah, so the metaverse is getting pretty big, and the value of the metaverse and the curiosity into the metaverse has shot up ever since Facebook changed its name to Meta. So anyway, let's go back over here to Meta Game Hub, and I talk about that quite a bit. And next week I'll be doing Metaverse Think Tank number 3 with the 2 co-founders of MGH DAO here, Meta Game Hub DAO. And they have this tool here called Land Valuation on the MGH metagamehub.io website. So you find your token ID, because a lot of times NFT valuation is done purely by floor price. And floor price, I don't think, is really a legitimate or fair way to value your NFTs, because what if the demand for something is pretty high and people are buying an NFT project, then somebody comes in and just completely just drops in like 10 NFTs at some super low price to try to manipulate the price in order to be able to buy some more later on, or swap it out for a different land piece somewhere else by dropping the overall price and manipulating the market in that way. So there's this tool here that uses chainlink oracles. It uses in the same way kind of real estate comps, and what those are is you look at what land has sold around the area, what is being valued around the area, what is around the area. Is it close to schools? Is it close to a fire station? Is it near porn shops and liquor stores? Like these are the things that help you value land in various cities and real estate and stuff like that. And kind of the same concept is happening here, and they're using chainlink oracles as decentralized oracles to be able to gather information. And then the information that they're gathering from the land valuation, they're partnering up with Ocean Protocol to funnel that data to the Ocean Protocol data marketplace. So it's interesting things going on here, and a lot of this stuff people are trying to figure out as they're going along. But it's MetaGameHub.io is really doing some interesting stuff in that whole space of NFT valuation and stuff like that. So what they do is they leverage the MetaGameHub DeFi ecosystem, and they're doing what's called now, I guess it could be a new buzzword, is MetaFi, and it's allowing you to stake in NFT pools. Because as you saw, that land is not going cheap, so the average person can't really afford to play in that market. Well, this kind of provides tools for people to be able to participate in that market. So it's I think it's pretty cool, and that's one thing about DeFi. It's really broken down the barriers and allowed the average person to use a lot of financial tools that previously we might not have had access to because we weren't accredited investors or whatever. So you can swap your MetaGameHub to ETH using Uniswap. You can provide liquidity to the MetaGameHub Ethereum pool and get the fees off of that transaction. You can now stake your tokens, your MGH tokens, and earn rewards for that. And I was looking at the APYs for that, and there's some pretty healthy APYs I'll show you in a second. Then there's NFT pools. Stake your NFTs and enter the world of MetaFi. So that's I'll show you here in a second. Well, actually, that pool's not open yet. That's on the roadmap here. And then land valuation, that tool I just showed you. Evaluate your metaverse lands and look for undervalued parcels. So let's see over here. Let's go over to the staking option. And previously, MGH token was only offered on the Ethereum ecosystem or Ethereum platform, but now you can bridge over to Polygon, which I think is a very smart move for them. So you can stake on Polygon or you can stake on Ethereum. I think the rewards are a little less on Polygon, and but you can pull out at any time. Unlike Ethereum, if you stake, you have to commit to a certain time frame. But the its APR are a little higher at 38.92%. And look here, total rewards per second, 0.12 MGH. So we have 9,377,097 MGH tokens staked. So they actually, I believe, just did a burn, or they're going to do a burn here in a little bit. And they had a community vote on that because it is a DAO. Let me go to the MGH Twitter page, MetaGameHub DAO. To celebrate the go live of our MGH staking feature, we will feature, this was on December 7th, we will airdrop 6 special metas to 6 lucky winners. Very soon it will also be possible to stake SAND token and earn MGH as network rewards as well. So hey, Sandbox community, what do you think? So check out our DApp here. So let's go to the MetaGameHub DAO Twitter page, and let's take it. So they define themselves as utility, governance, and algorithm data in one holistic ecosystem to allow transparent NFT valuation and curation within the metaverse. So yeah, how much is your land from the sandbox really worth? Find out now with the free tool from MGH, and that's that tool I just showed you about evaluating your sandbox land, and they will be expanding off into Decentraland and other different metaverse platforms, and who knows what else they will be doing for NFT valuation. If this tool works out well for land, who knows what other type of NFTs it can help to value. So yeah, so let's see here. Here's where they partnered with. So we're bringing NFT valuation data for Axie Infinity as well. So to the Ocean Protocol Marketplace. Why am I not following Axie Infinity? I need to follow them. Okay. So very soon we will propose to the MGH DAO to expand our land valuation data set on the Ocean Marketplace with valuable data from Decentraland and Axie Infinity. So they are doing it. It's not just far away on the roadmap. It's right here in front of our faces. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and so here we're excited to announce that our chainlink oracle for the Sandbox game prices is online on the Rinkeby testnet. Check out the documentation, the sample contract, and the comment below. So I mean, there's so much creative stuff going on, and I never thought that land valuation in the metaverse would even be coming out of my mouth. So have you staked your MGH yet? Our generation will retire on staking awards. Okay, so Snoop Dogg is one of the first famous musicians who joined the metaverse on the Sandbox game. We are now proud owners of some of his created NFTs. We've purchased the Snoopverse early access pass and a Snoop Dogg private party pass. And yeah, so we bought the Snoop Dogg NFTs on the Sandbox. And you saw for how much those were going for the low prices of 35 and 55 Ethereum. But, you know, as a group and as one large mass pool, they were able to do that in the same way that a lot of people were able to be contenders to buy the Constitution for the Constitution DAO. It's amazing what happens when you put people together and everybody pools together to you know, for a common purpose. So yeah, let's see here. I want to find the details of that staking. I had it up previously, but then I had to restart my computer. So let's go back to the staking part. Where are you at? Let me find their blog and metagame. Okay, so here's their Medium blog. I saw some posts about their staking, and that's where I got the information about the Polygon staking and you being able to put in and pull out of that staking pool at any time you want, but the APRs are not quite as high. But with Ethereum staking, yeah, it's you know, a timed stake. You have to lock it in there for a while, but you get higher APYs. So how much is your land from the Sandbox really worth? Find out now with a free tool from MGH. It's frustrating. You buy land in the Sandbox, but you don't know what it's really worth. Of course, you have hope that the price will go up afterwards, plus FOMO, did I still get in on time, and emotions, anger, panic, euphoria, as prices spin like a weather vane. But as of today, that's over because the new free valuation algorithm from MGH allows you to it reveals you an estimated fair value of Sandbox lands just in time for Halloween. So this was back right before October 31st. How does it work? What do you have to do? Find out now. MGH's new valuation tool turned guessing into numbers. MGH's mission is to open the door of the NFT market for everyone, no matter how deep the wallet is filled, and do it simply, fairly, and in a way that's easy to understand. The first step of doing that is to fairly value your NFT. Approximately how much is it worth? Did I pay too much for it? How high could I sell it for? That's what MGA's AI-driven pricing algorithm calculates. It analyzes the trading data of the last days and weeks. Like a detective, it scours exchanges and databases. Like a neighborhood watch, it checks out the neighbors. Is the land next to brands, exchanges, big estates, secluded, or a no man's land? And the more data you feed it, the more it learns. So it uses AI bots to learn. It uses chainlink oracles to funnel in data. It calculates estimated fair value, which you can easily access starting today. So yeah, how do you get a fair price for Sandbox land? Don't worry, the tool is free. You don't even have to pay gas fees. So you go to that land valuation tool that I showed you there. Enter the land value in Ether, or get a fair value in Ether, Sand, or in USD, and that's it. You just have to type in the token ID or the coordinates. So why should you care about the algorithm? In the end, investing revolves around money like Earth revolves around the sun. Of course, we want to create the metaverse. Of course, we want to be independent of data guzzling companies. That's for sure. And of course, the values of freedom and decentralization are at the top. So nevertheless, no investor wants his portfolio to be in the red as the national budget of the USA. So how does that happen? When emotions take over the cockpit and fly the plane into the mountain, hype and FOMO steer you. No rational decision. Everyone wants to be in the next big thing. Missing out is more painful than an appendectomy without general anesthesia. The solution? clear guidance like ratios when investing in stocks, like on-chain analytics for cryptocurrencies. The AI algorithm gives you a roadmap and clarity. It takes the feelings and swaps them out with bare numbers, and MGH itself has taken advantage of that too. So how MGH DAO tested the AI algorithm itself, MGH used and tested the algorithm itself to find some parcels of undervalued land. Let's describe this process. The AI algorithm found several undervalued parcels, which we then examined. We decided on suitable candidates and presented them to the community. I remember I voted on those. They were asked to vote on them, and anyone holding MGH tokens can participate in the snapshot. So that's one of the good things about holding that MGH token. It allows you to participate in this stuff because to me it's fascinating. Here's what the results. MGH lands are the orange squares, and it shows the little orange parcels. It's right next to Binance, the largest crypto exchange, so we're guaranteed visitors and attention. The land is then another parcel, and they're right next to Atari, one of the biggest game developers and creators of nostalgic childhood memories like Pong or Space Invaders. Yes, I definitely remember all those firsthand. So the land is right next, and then it's the land parcel number 3. The land is right next to land from the Sandbox. And then land parcel number 4, this land is like the villa in the Villa district of Beverly Hills. In the area are Tesla, Pong, FTX, and also the Pope is not far away. The Pope is in the metaverse. Maybe he'll drop by in his Mercedes-Benz G500 one day. Who knows? So may the algorithm help you as much as it helped MGH. So yeah, it's interesting stuff here. So MGH is an Ethereum-based protocol allowing its users to mint NPTs. That's to gain exposure to the whole NFT space. And NPT are I can't remember off the top of my head what MPT stands for, so sorry about that. But and then to stake their NFTs to make a passive income, and C, to get a fair price for their NFT via the Metagame Hub price oracle. So with these 3 use cases, MGH makes the whole NFT space more transparent, with more fair prices accessible to investors with smaller pockets like me via MPTs, and then combines DeFi and NFTs via staking NFTs to make a passive income. So MPT is the token that represents your stake in a piece of land. I don't remember exactly what the acronym MPT stands for, but that represents your place and your stake in that land. So yeah, NFT pool token, I think. So in short, Metagame Hub DAO is a convergence of DeFi, NFTs, the metaverse oracles, and AI-supported valuation tools. These guys do an amazing job of explaining this really tough concept in very simple language. So I gotta give them props for that. Whoever's writing this blog makes it really easy to understand. So yeah. Anyway, that being said, you can go stake your MGH token. I got to get on to work, and I got to cut this 3 minutes short because I'm running late today. So yeah, that being said, you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And I got a whole buttload of stuff to still talk about. So all right, later.